This is Frank Abagnale Jr. Now I know you're wondering, who is this goofball I just placed on your screen? Technically, this is just a cool guy. I mean, he's smart and charming, and he's a looker, and depending on who you ask, he also just happens to be the greatest con man that ever lived. Okay, greatest is too strong, so I'll just say that he's the Tom Brady or the LeBron James or the Lewis Hamilton or the Pablo Picasso of being a con artist. Like when it comes to lying your way out of an unexplainable crime, this is your guy. Okay, so check this. How long do you think it would take you to become something like, I don't know, let's say a doctor? So if we include the 7-ish years of education you need, emphasis on the ish next to the 7 because it could take you more, plus the 3-ish years of residency, you could say that it would take you around about, I don't know, 10 to 11 years. Okay, what about something that's a little bit simpler like, I don't know, being a lawyer? On top of the 7 to 8 years of schooling, obviously law school falls somewhere in there. The only hurdle you'd have to clear is passing the bar, which is like hard. I don't know anyone who did that in the first go. Okay, so what if we lower our standards and do something way easier than being a doctor or a lawyer and just go for being a pilot? Okay, so the good news is you don't need that much education. Like, they don't need you to have a degree for this. And within that 4 years that you would take to get a normal degree, you could find yourself on an accelerated program and you could end up with a CPL. Okay, so all in all, for curiosity's sake, how long do you think it would have taken you to get all of these jobs and work in each industry professionally? See, the thing about that goober I just brought up earlier is he was able to do every single one of those things I just brought up, and he was able to do it all in under 2 years. Plus, he had a 4th job being a master bank fraud. Like, my guy was gifted at cashing fake bank checks, and he did it all before he was even allowed to vote legally. That's right. Frank Abagnale Jr. was able to hold down 4 different high-level jobs before his 18th birthday. Talk about a talent. Okay, so just to be honest with you guys, I did leave out some major details. Detail number 1. Frank's whole story took place before the internet was readily available. Like, I'm pretty sure he committed his first crime in 1969. Like, it took the cops years to even figure out who he was, partially because Frank was good at this and partially because it all took place pre-internet. Like, Frank's whole shtick was he needed access to money and he would just write out and cash a check to get said money. The problem is you can only write out so many checks to yourself. So somehow, some way, Frank found out that you could just forge these checks and keep the bankroll rolling. Now, part of that forgery might have included impersonating a doctor and a pilot and a lawyer and throw in a Secret Service agent too, and don't forget a teacher, but like, you do what you need to do to survive. But now the thing about these checks is, just like the money, they were made out of paper. So the cops had to literally follow a paper trail to even figure out who Frank was or what he was doing. Detail number 2. After a while, Frank finally got caught after a wild transcontinental goose chase. Detail number 3. None of this would have been possible today because of inventions such as surveillance cameras and the internet and facial recognition softwares and fingerprint recognition softwares. So the story of the greatest con man that's ever lived kinda ended on a somber note, cause like I said, he got arrested finally, and similar to Frank, I lied. Well, actually, I didn't lie. I just left out important information like how after a year in custody, Frank got hired by the FBI to continue his con man work, but in reverse. And the best part about all of this is it's based on a true story. That's right, most of this actually did happen. This wasn't just an entertaining movie. This guy did this and he owed his government like $4 million in like the 70s. So you know that's a lot of money.
Son, what in the hell is wrong with you?
And now a quick word from our sponsors. I don't have sponsors. Please like the video.